We've had a couple of encounters with some severe weather here this season, more likely on the way, and we haven't seen the last of it. So we think that it's prudent to remind you of the important things to keep in mind as you hire a contractor to make your home repairs. JANNA KIEHL from the Better Business Bureau, along with Jonathan LOFTON, the deputy building official, is here this afternoon. JANNA, what kind of repairs are we seeing around this time of year that people would be looking for contractors for?
You know, after a storm, we're seeing a lot of people wanting, of course, to make those repairs, and we really want people to know that they can make temporary repairs, and they can even use a different company to make the permanent repairs. Right now, a lot of calls coming into the BBB are also asking for a contractor or a remodeler because people just want to do some spruce-up work.
Right, and you know they're getting bids, and so they're wanting to know, hey, which one is legit, and you guys try to help that out because you've made it really simple. You got a website.
Right, the website will give the report, the rating, any complaints are going to be right up there on those websites so they can see what the complaint was and how the company responded.
We brought Jonathan in because I think this is a lot of things that homeowners don't know, like they're getting work done, for example, just a roof replacement. They don't think, oh, they don't have to be licensed with the city. Anybody that can come into town, anybody can do this. Sure. That's not true, Jonathan.
That is not true. Basically, I'm just here to give the public awareness that, you know, when work coming into the city, you know, we just want to make sure that they're registered with the city, that they are bonded, for the reasons of if there was something to go wrong, you know, we always want to go back and file against that insurance or that bond. Without them being registered with the city, then we don't have any course of recall, so if something does go wrong. So I just encourage anyone, you know, get double quotes, get another estimate done by a different roofing company. Do your research before you actually hire a company to come do your work for you.
And they need to pull a permit. I mean,
sure.
This is not something, I mean, that is one of the things that gets skipped, but they need to do that.
Sure, yes, sir. We always tell them, you know, to post the permit in the front of the window. You always want to ask the contractor that you do decide to go with to make sure that they do have that permit.
And JANNA, one of the things that happens with these contractors, these fly-by-night contractors that come in, do the work, and then get out, is when things go wrong and you get a leak, there's nobody to call.
Right, there's no warranty. So that's one question that you want to ask. Who will perform the warranty if the company is not from here? So, you know, they might have another company perform it, but will they come from out of town to do the warranty work? So there are a lot of questions that consumers can ask. We have tips for hiring a contractor on our website, and they can also call us to get this information. The main point is do your homework before you hire someone, and definitely don't hire on the spot and don't give any money up front.
And it's also wise to check with your insurance company as well, right?
Absolutely, because the insurance company will help you to make those decisions and also to let you know what's covered.
How do they reach out to the city to find out if this license is legit,
sure.
if they're presented?
On the website, there is a place that you can go and check the contractor, and this is updated every single night. So if a roofer or any other type of contractor loses a registration or their bond is no longer valid, then they can actually check the website, and it's updated every night.
Be careful about contracts. If it's blank or it's just don't do it. And if you're going to agree to a contract, make sure it's written down. This is the work that's going to be done. This is what I'm going to pay you.
Somebody told me once that if they didn't read the contract, they would not be bound by it. And so that did not make sense to me, and it doesn't make sense. So always read what you sign and understand it, and don't sign it until you do, and definitely don't sign a contract with any blank spaces.
Now, one of the things, Jonathan, you were getting ready to add something. Go ahead.
I would just like to add that make sure in that contract it lists the exact scope of work that's going to be performed. Some people might get windows replaced, or you know, and that's not added into the contract. So if the windows are malfunctioning, then we can't even go against the bond for that. So just make sure that your contract is very detailed in both the signatures of the homeowner and the contractor.
We could go on for 30 minutes about tips for dealing with these contractors. Just make sure that you are taking care of yourself. And if it sounds too good to be true,
it probably is.
It probably is. Stay tuned while at the grocery store. Have you ever turned a product over and